Once upon a time, in the land of barren and rocky soil, lived some people of not many words, for their dedication and work talked alone. And so the mountains and fields, the forests and the seas, echo with a story that goes. Their hands rugged and hard, their physique visibly lean, from surviving off lard and the occasional bean. Their backs twisted and turned, their skin rough and scarred, from years upon years of being their doorstep's guard. On their hands and the fields, their lives solely depend, on the mercy and the yields, up until their bodies relent. Pockets empty, but heads upright, living proud for the glory of right.
Well, guys, welcome back to the 11th episode from the Paperboat server, and I've been waiting for this one, honestly. So far, we have done a lot in our little base area. We have our old town. Gotta work on that, obviously, a lot more, as you can see. But we got the two buildings down to give you an idea of what we're gonna do with that part of the base. We also have some fields, some trees, some path designs worked out there in the middle, and obviously we have to connect all of that together. We also have some ruins, if you remember, that was like in episode 3 or 4. Also got some nice trees, and over there in the back you can see a huge summer mansion that we're gonna finish at some point, hopefully. But yeah, this is the one that I've been waiting for a long time, and I've been kind of preparing for it. I really want to put my heart and soul into this episode, if you know what I mean. This is something that really means a lot to me, and I can't wait to share a lot of stories and the traditions that we have here where I live. If you don't know, if I haven't mentioned, obviously this whole base is kind of inspired by the place where I live, and yeah, I really want to make it as best as I can. So yes, we're finally gonna work and make the church on top of this hill that's kind of overlooking our whole base. And I have started working out a little path, carving it out into the mountain. I think we're gonna mostly use andesite and gravel, and it kind of goes down, and that's it. I have to work it out yet, and the plan is for it to go like there and then connect here. Probably gonna have a few buildings here as well, and a bridge that connects to the old town, but that's all gonna come in later stages. But yeah, after that, we are gonna work on the church, and probably gonna put like a little tree in front and stuff. And yeah, I don't have a design in my head. As you guys know, I don't build in creative. I like to build on the go. So I've prepared a bunch of materials here that hopefully are going to be enough. It's going to be mostly whites, I think. It's not that big as well, so it's going to be kind of tough to put in all the details, but I don't want to touch the terrain. I don't want to make this mountain bigger. Partly because I don't have that much time. I'm a real busy man, and also I want to keep the shape of this area as vanilla as possible. But yeah, so let me work on the path here a bit, and then I'm gonna show you what I've got, and we're gonna work on something cool along it. All right, well, that was a good pathing session. Pretty happy with how it turned out, and I ended up following the mountain a lot more than actually terraforming. I think this is the only actual part. Is it here? Yeah. Where I had to kind of add some stuff, but the rest is just following the mountain, and that just makes it a lot more realistic, you know. So what happens if you do that is you get some really cool shapes that kind of look realistic. And the next step is obviously to texture all of this, mix in some other blocks and stuff, and maybe some vegetation along the path and stuff. And we have like this place, which I think I'll just terraform a bit. And there were a lot of holes. Oh, voice crack. Like here and stuff that I covered up. And I did talk about this in the past. There's a lot of areas in my base that have like these holes and stuff. A lot of them actually in this part that I still haven't filled up. Like all this I want to fill up so it's not visible, and that and all of these things. Obviously this is just junk, temporary. But yeah, I should probably do that soon because it's like it's not gonna take that long, and it's gonna help bring this all together and be a lot more immersive, I think. So yes, let me texture the road a bit, and then we're gonna continue with the next part. Very good, very good. We have done some texturing, and I'm pretty happy with it. It's just some simple stuff, just mixing in some blocks, and obviously this is the kind of thing that you could do better always. But yeah, I don't have that much time, I want to get things done, and I'm happy with just getting some basic shapes and textures down. So the next thing is we need to, how do I explain this? We need to squeeze in 14 of these little houses along the path here, and that's supposed to resemble the way of the cross. Now, what's the way of the cross? It's basically a 14 station walk in which you can, it is like a special prayer we do here in Dalmatia. And usually when you have a church up on a hill, you'd have a way of the cross along the path leading to the church. So I'm kind of having a tough time here. Originally I wanted to make these like one wide and like with a little roof or something. But then like that just feels a bit too small, and there's like nothing you can really do with it, So obviously the next thing is 2x2, but then they also kind of, I don't know, they might look out of place. Although when you look at them from a distance, they kind of don't. I'm not sure, but the biggest concern is I don't know how to fit 14 of these along the path. Hey, Mono, welcome. Yeah, that's gonna be interesting to see if I might actually like extend the path down there a bit, and then we can like put one or two down there as well. That will probably help a lot. Well, I've got two more down, and I think we're actually going to be able to pull this off. They don't look that bad close to each other, and you got to keep in mind that like when we add vegetation and some stuff and kind of blend them into the whole path and the mountain, the landscape, I don't think they're gonna look bad. If anything, I think they look cool. Maybe adding some other block variation though would be a good idea. Calcite or bricks, I don't know. We'll see. But yes, I wanted to mention because I don't think I've mentioned it. I'm doing this because I really love the place where I live, and I want to do everything the way it actually is, as close to it as you can do in Minecraft. It means so much to me, the place where I live, honestly, and I thought I have to give it justice by at least once in my life trying to replicate it as best as I can. So that's the sole purpose of this whole base, basically. Well, you'd be happy to know that I've managed to squeeze all 14 of these in here, and I think it looks pretty cool. I love the path now. It's really cool with these on, and yeah, we can walk along if you want to see. Some of them are kind of tucked in the mountain a bit, which is pretty cool. We might squeeze something in here. Like usually you have like statues in there representing each station, and I might squeeze something in with the armor stand mod, if I can figure out how that works. And also maybe some signs explaining which each one of these is. I'm not sure yet though. But yeah, I'm really happy. I'm really happy. They're kind of close together. Not really realistic, maybe you could say, but it's fine. I'm just happy that we've managed to squeeze all 14 of them in here. And yeah, honestly, look wise or looks wise, I think it's pretty cool. Definitely something that you don't see often. And yeah, I'm gonna put some vegetation along it, and I think it's gonna be pretty cool. Also, something very cool about it is that obviously while you're walking up, there is interest points all the time, so it's really fun. But yeah, the next thing is the big one. It's finally time to start working on the church, and I'm so excited. So excited. So, I think even for this one, we're going to do a little time lapse. We have to, right? Alright, enjoy. Ah, what a beautiful view we have from our base now. Oh, I don't think I've ever, since I started playing this game, worked so hard and poured so much of my soul and my energy into anything. I mean, it was really fun. It really was. It took me like a couple days, honestly. That's why the episode is delayed. But you know, like all these areas that we have in our base, none of them are really finished. I start doing a lot of things and then like they're just unfinished. And I wanted this area to be finished. So that's really cool to have at least to have at least one area finished in this base. So should we go and take a look? Yes, let's go. Let's fly over. I really need to make a bridge. Maybe we do that next time. So let's take a walk up the little path that we have going. And I haven't decorated these. I need to add stuff in them, some signs and a lot of vegetation around. I'm gonna get to that probably in the next few days. I don't know. But here we go, guys. We are approaching the church, and I'm so excited. I can't wait to show it. We got a lot of custom trees as well. Have a lot of things to say about those as well. Where should we get started, though? Let's actually do the church itself first, or some basics at least. So I was playing around a lot with the design of the church and stuff. I had like pillars. It was the walls were like 2-3 blocks deep and stuff. I decided to try out this new building technique that people have been using, and it's just like making these flat walls by using the blocks as like colors, you know. So from a distance, if you look at this, it kind of looks like it's 3D, you know, if you kind of squint your eyes. I think I did a decent enough job. Obviously, glow lichen is like a huge part of this building. You can blend colors so well with it. It's so cool. But yeah, that's what I ended up doing. We got a nice bell up there. I made a last minute decision to actually install that. And I think it's pretty cool. Got a massive door and entrance. And that's kind of the area in the front of the church here. And, ooh, I forgot to remove that. Sorry. There we go. And on this side, we have a little cemetery. And I did put like 2 of these cypress trees. And I tried making like a pine tree or something. I don't know what this is. I think this actually turned out pretty cool. Yeah, we got like a little cemetery, you know. Gotta keep in mind our base is situated in, I would say, late 18th century, maybe 19th century, something like that. So yeah, all these things are meant to kind of look this way. This is from Lightmatic. Yes, I install Lightmatic. Okay, I'm a big cheater. No, but seriously, I built this tree here, and I didn't even think about it. Like, I made it here. It was so cool. It was kind of growing from the side of the hill. It had like roots showing and stuff, and then I realized like it completely obstructs the view of the church. Oh, look at that. That's pretty. Well, let's sleep. Yeah, so with the help from my good friend Solo, because he was online, he told me to just download Lightmatica and I can just like select the tree and put it here so I can just copy it. And honestly, it was such a pain. Obviously, the schematic was there, but like block placing, I couldn't figure out how to get like layer by layer. So it was a big mess. But I managed to move the tree over because, you know, I thought of like, let's just try and copy it block for block. But like I like the tree so much. I wanted I wanted it to be the exact same tree. So yeah, I like the tree from all angles. I think I'm getting a bit better with them. Anyway, we got a nice little bench, some flowers, nice area to chill. Also got some roots growing. It's kind of, you know, on the side of the hill. That's pretty cool. It's kind of leaning. But yeah, as you can see, we have one branch full of azalea leaves, and or I mean flowers, and the other is just regular, and that is actually a tribute to a thing that happened in the place where I live. We actually have kind of a church similar to this one. It doesn't really look like this, but it's like on top of a hill above our town where we live, and like 80-ish years ago, there was a tree kind of looked like this one, and what happened is every third year in the Christmas Eve, the branch that was looking or going towards the church would suddenly get flowers and leaves on it, and it was well, it was a miracle, obviously. So in the middle dead of winter, Christmas Eve, exactly at noon, that branch that was going towards the church would just like blossom. And my great grandma is, well, I'm actually shaking talking this. She actually got to experience that, and I'm glad that I heard the story from her when I was a little child while she was still with us, obviously. Um, and yeah, she actually kept some of those flowers with her. Um, think we still have them actually. And that stopped happening around, I think, 80-ish years ago. It was the last time because uh, around the 50s, I would say, some bad guys came and cut the tree off. And yeah, the tree is no more. The miracle is no more, but it is there. And we have people who are witnesses, and that's pretty cool. So this tree is a tribute to that tree, and again, it's really cool. Okay, back to the church now. Uh, as I said, I poured my heart and soul into this. I really have. Last 5 days, I've just been like thinking over every single little detail, and we have a little back entrance, by the way. I'm so happy with this thing, honestly. The only thing I haven't done is like maybe I would shade the roof or like texture it a bit with granite stairs and maybe something else. If you guys have any ideas, let me know. I might try that out, but I don't mind it being like this actually. I think it's pretty cool. But anyway, let's go inside. I'm super excited. Now don't be afraid. I have installed a little thing here that should stop mobs from coming inside. Got some rails and carpets. I don't think they'll get over this. Maybe if there's like two of them, they could push each other. That would be a bad thing. But anyway, hopefully that won't happen. The interior of the church. Oh, it is beautiful. We got the holy water. Got some benches, obviously. Uh, confession booth. You know, have everything. Stairs to go to the second floor, which is nothing special. Got a beautiful chandelier and a beautiful wooden roof. And we have 5 altars in here. We have 4 of these smaller ones. Actually, these are the smallest ones, and these are a bit bigger. And obviously got some nice candles and flowers. And then we have the main altar right here. And I'm super happy with, like, I usually build things on a bit of a too small scale, I think. I am having a hard time making something bigger. Always when I start, I'm thinking like, oh, that's even too big. I should make it smaller. But like, always, every single time, I'm mad later that I didn't make it bigger. So I'm pretty happy with the amount of detail I've managed to squeeze in here. And the shading of the walls from outside, obviously these are one thick. I think it looks pretty cool inside as well. Yeah, that's a bit of a hole up there, but I don't care. I really wanted these stained windows. I think they look pretty cool. And if you're wondering, why do we have purple banners covering up the altars? That is because, let me tell you why. We have a tradition in my town where before Easter there's a special Sunday in which we cover up all the altars with purple cloths. I mean all the pictures, right? All the paintings. And since our base is kind of in that time of the year, if you remember, we talked that our base is like in early spring, let's say. That kind of matches, and I just thought that was pretty cool because, obviously there's no way to get the actual paintings I want onto the server. Um, so this was a really nice way to get around it. And I think it looks pretty cool, and it also tells a cool story and replicates a tradition we have, which is obviously another cool thing for me. Yeah, we got some symbolism here, obviously. And this is the grand altar. I think it's pretty nice. Kind of maybe a bit oversized, but it's fine. It's fine. We got even a nice little back area, a place to hang your coat, some books, some shelves. Obviously, this is like a really cramped space. We have some wardrobes here for clothes, and just a back entrance over here. And that's it. That's all the things here. I think this might be my favorite thing I've ever made. Quite possibly. Let's fly a bit with the cheat camera. I just really love this place, and like this path with these little houses. It just blends the whole thing. I love how I use this hill, and obviously I'll do a bit of terraforming on this side. Actually, not. But this part I'll definitely fill like this. Nice little gentle slope. And I think for the next episode, I really have to just fill these holes that we have. Move that wheat field and remove that and move the sheep. Just level this area out a bit and maybe extend the path, go in here. And it's going to help bring the base together a lot, I think. So that is it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Yeah, I'm gonna spend some time here and just admiring this myself, honestly. It is so cool. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and hope you enjoyed it. If you watched till the end, thank you very much. If you could leave a like, it would be much appreciated. And I'll catch you in the next episode. All right? Take care, guys.